pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Esteval in with the challenge. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Hato and Caicedo. Gusto. Not the most accurate pass. Pass somewhat off target. Esteval. And it's Palmer. Šeško. That's a good ball out wide. Ahmad. Kukurea. Palmer. Šeško. Nice bit of trickery. Shifted it to the flank. Palmer. And it's Caicedo. Šeško. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Pedro Neto. And it's Kukurea. And Caicedo. It's a pretty loose pass. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. It's a really well-measured ball. Esteval finding himself in space. Back when it goes. Shoots! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Palmer really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
That's an imaginative pass. It's gone out for a throw-in. João Pedro, spread it left, and he's in on goal. He is through here. Pedro Neto unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Caicedo. Gusto does really well to win the ball there. Each side mirroring the other in terms of chances created here. One each for now. Caicedo.
Pretty robust defending.
Strong running down that left flank. Ahmad. Now this could be a chance. Šeško! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Šeško is offering a wry smile there.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And a few accusing looks coming his way. Now it's João Pedro. And that has been cut short. Over to the other side. Good effort from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Yeah, it seemed the right range, and I guess it was worth a try.
Esteval. No goals as yet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's João Pedro. That's been cut out, well played. Bruno Fernandes. Now Ugarte. Over to the right flank. And here's Ahmad. It is a corner. is their second corner of the game. That's really well cleared. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And the finish!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's quick to snatch it back. Caicedo.
Chelsea really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Matches Cunha. And it's Ugarte. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Tries one from range. That was superb goalkeeping.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Esteval. He's had it taken off him. That's a sharp pass. Pedro Neto. It's a good foot in there.
Well, yet another interception and...
Oh, he's having a go! Mighty close.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Cucurella and Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Ugarte. Andres Santos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now he's off and running. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Matches Cunha. Chooses to go crossfield. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Now it's João Pedro. He's on it, can he get away? Pedro Neto. Mazraoui gets a foot in here. Ugarte. Šeško. And no, he's seen through all of that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Casemiro. Šeško. He's having a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. This looks promising. There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Sure, actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They're up to 5 corners now. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. And he thumps it clear. Martinez. Here's Matches Cunha. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Pedro Neto. Diallo simply refused to be outdone there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gusto. Esteval. Šeško. Diallo is the guilty party there. Cucurella. Oh, that's well done, really robust. He's being urged to shoot. Plays it in low. João Pedro! Yoro clears it away. Big chance! It's there! The first significant strike. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
God, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Chelsea have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's straight offside. Hato, and it's Palmer. Šeško, he'll try from distance. He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Oh no, this does not look good. Cross to the back post. Andre Santos attempts a clearance. Gusto.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Matheus Cunha. Santos. Fofana. Well, that is one way to stop him. Šeško. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner count is rising. That's 6. And he's there to clear it. He's going for goal! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Matheus Cunha. Esteval. Santos. And it's Ugarte. Shaw. Hato can get it clear. Santos. And Gusto. Esteval. And he's being shifted off it. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gusto. Matheus Cunha. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he cuts out the supply. Cucurella. And Santos. Gusto. And it's Caicedo. Esteval. And it's Palmer. Šeško. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Deep into stoppage time. Shaw has given away a free kick. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Šeško. Palmer. Esteval. Ugarte gets across and deals with it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cucurella. Šeško. Palmer. That's really well manoeuvred. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. That's a good run down the left. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And please welcome our
Manchester United coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Yeah, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Back on the way then.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's made its way to him. He's in a great position here. Palmer. João Pedro. The referee's awarded a free kick. Santos. Good ball, good take. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's a key interception. Caicedo looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Šeško. Esteval. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Palmer. And it's Gusto. And here's Palmer. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
It's a promising position. He's having a pop! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto. He's under a lot of pressure there. Palmer.
That was lovely.
Oh, he's having a go! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Matheus Cunha. Now it's João Pedro. Spread to the right. And that was very necessary. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Bruno Fernandes. And Mbomo. And it's Dallo. Oh, good spread. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Manchester United have obviously gone down this shooting route in the hope of exposing a flaw or two. I think the best thing they can do is just move to plan B.
Lovely bit of skill. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Palmer. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Pedro Neto. Manchester United still chasing a one-goal deficit here. He's having a hit! He doesn't look too happy with that.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Santos. Palmer. And he's intervened well there. And it's Dallo. Esteval. Shaw venturing down the left. And that's going right the way across. Hato. Gusto. Esteval. Santos.
The attendance for this match.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Now it's João Pedro. Esteval. It's out for a goal kick. Casemiro. Now that's well seen too. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Now it's João Pedro. Santos. Now it's Palmer. Chelsea have it back and can go again. Matheus Cunha. And it's Shaw. Santos. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. That ball looks a good one. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Santos. Nice physical challenge. Matheus Cunha. That is good progress on the left. And it's Dallo. Just eases him off the ball. Cucurella. Oh, there's a probing ball. Matheus Cunha. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Santos. Ugarte. This looks promising. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Mbomo stood up well to him there. João Pedro. And it's Caicedo. And that's going wide left. Mazraoui makes a move down the right. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Caicedo. And Santos. Esteval. He's picked his way through. Now it's João Pedro. That's a lovely, neat pass. Dallo. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. That has not gone well.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Santos. And he's let fly. Gusto. Esteval. And he's managed to get free. And it's Dallo. Tries one from range. Caicedo. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Pinches it off him. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Dallo. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Coming on the field is number 24, Reece James.
Santos. And it's Gusto. Now it's Palmer. He's found a way through. Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Mazraoui. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Cucurella. Caicedo. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Pedro Neto.
Chelsea clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And no, that was never going to make it. Palmer. Caicedo calmly anticipates. Yoro. Back to the keeper it goes. Martinez. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Played to Casemiro. Ugarte. Palmer producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Dallo. Andre Santos wins the duel this time. Palmer. Bruno Fernandes. And he was quick to react. Pedro Neto. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hato. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Played out towards the right wing. And he skips past his man. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's gone looking for safety. James. And it's Palmer. And Santos. João Pedro. Santos. James. And Caicedo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now this could be a chance. He's looking wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Chelsea nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Dallo. He's having a hit! Diogo Dallo. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's João Pedro. Caicedo. That has been slung wide. Burmo. Pedro Neto. And it's Caicedo. Casemiro does well to get it back. Matheus Cunha. To Bruno Fernandes. Spread out to the left. And it's Dallo. Takes the shot! No, just not quite.
There will be
It wasn't
1
the
minute
worst
added
decision,
time.
really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Engages and forces him off the ball. Burmo. Last chance, perhaps. And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.